Hey everybody, it's Christy with ColeArtistry, and tonight I'm going to be working on a 16 by 20 level 1 canvas, and we are going to do a blue and white split, and then the color palette tonight is also going to be several different blues. So I'm going to go ahead and flood the canvas with the split colors of the blue, which is going to be my Cobalt Blue Hue is one of the split colors. And my Blickrylic white mixed with Floetrol will be our other split color. So I'm going to get that split taken care of and then we'll be right back. Okay everyone, I have got my two split colors on, my Blick Titanium White with my Cobalt Blue Hue. This color combination was something that I looked through my blues and I decided I didn't want like a dark Prussian. I was going to go with ultramarine, but for two reasons I did not. Number one, I don't have enough of it left and I don't have any more tubes. And this Cobalt Blue Hue has just a beautiful color to it, and when it dries it's going to dry darker. So I went with Cobalt Blue this time, and I haven't done a split with this one yet, so I really thought that would be nice. So let's look at the rest of our palette for tonight. Before we do that, I'm going to torch these bubbles because I see them popping up all over in my white and in my blue. Go. Alright, so our color palette for tonight is going to be Liquitex Basic Prussian Blue. Okay. Master's Touch Sky Blue. I'm going to add some Artist Loft Parchment. I'm going to add a little bit more of the Cobalt Blue. I have also got my Liquitex Basic Light Blue Permanent. I'm going to add a little bit of Liquitex Basic Phthalo Blue. And lastly, I'm going to use my Master's Touch Pale Blue. So that is our blue color palette for tonight. And it's going to be in the order, except for the Parchment. I'm going to put that in a couple of spots. Other than that, that's the order the blues will go in. And the blues will run across here, then we'll blow up and down. And see how beautiful it comes out at the end. So we're starting with our Prussian Blue. Love Prussian Blue. Such a beautiful dark blue. I was going to use some Payne's Gray, but I didn't want that dark of a blue in this one because it almost is like a black when it's dry. Alright, so that was my Prussian. This is our Sky Blue. Next is our little bit more of our Cobalt Blue, and I'm going to actually put that up here closer to the white. Then we have our Light Blue Permanent, which has a little clog in it. There we go. I like this blue as well. Okay, then I'm going to put in some of the Parchment. And again, I'm putting in the Parchment just so I have some distinguishing color between the white and the blue. I was going to go with my iridescent white, but that's still a white. So I decided I was going to go a little yellow. And, oh, sorry, this is the Phthalo Blue. Okay, and lastly, we have our Master's Touch Pale Blue. Alright, so we have technically six blues and Parchment in there. And now, just gonna wipe my fingers off here, and we're going to torch the bubbles again. Let me see if we want more bubbles up here. So we'll get rid of the bubbles before we blow this out. All right, I'm going to use my Revlon dryer, again, which I've been using a lot because it's working, and the small attachment. All right, it's going to be loud. I'm going to start on low and use the little cool power button to help blow it out. So here we go. I'm glad I put the parchment in, but I did lose it here. But this painting is beautiful. The Cobalt Blue Hue is light enough that the Prussian and the Phthalo Blue really came out. It's so pretty. Wow. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit more because it's pulling down this way. There we go. Oh. Wait till you see this. Oh, that is so pretty. I love it. Oh, and there's beautiful cells going through here. I'm not sure what's going to happen up here and here. I see stuff popping through. I'm going to torch that. But I just love blues, and this is so pretty. Yeah, there's more coming out of these two. We're going to let that develop for a little bit. But down here you can see the outlines in this Cobalt Blue. It's so delicate and beautiful. So what I'm going to do is check my sides, which they both look pretty good here. I have a little bit needed right there, which wasn't much. And I see a big chunk right here. So I'm just going to add some paint to the edge to encourage the top to go over the edge a little bit more right here and bring these colors down. And I'm going to grab one of my popsicle sticks because I am missing a little bit of white right here. And that too will help the color run down. Other than that, everything looks so pretty. I'm going to scrape the bottom right now because I don't want what is happening to pull the rest of this over. I just want like this to go over and this little section up here. So I need to scrape from here on so that that doesn't continue to pull over. This I want to pull over. And then I'm going to look up there. I think my white should be pretty good. If not, I've got enough white on the table to color it. I know my edges right here tend not to get covered all the way. So I will let a little extra in down there, and then I'll check that in just a second. But I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see this. This is so pretty. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is our 16 by 20 level 1 painting for tonight in blues. And I am going to bring you down so you can see how beautiful this Cobalt Blue Hue. Look at that. It's going to dry darker. As you can see, the table is already kind of showing the darkness. But look at this. It's so pretty. The blending of all of those different blues and just the little bit of parchment that's in here really helped separate the colors but also blend them, if that makes sense. And then look at this petal. It's got some beautiful outlining, and again, this will be darker when it dries. the center petal has some beautiful outlining and striping throughout it. You can see some of the parchment. And then this section right up here has some little cells developing. And it just looks so pretty. So I'm going to try to get it this way so you can see it. It's so pretty. I really came out nice. I'm glad I didn't use too much of the parchment, but just enough for some accents throughout the painting that with the white you can tell that it's the white, but the parchment just gave it just a little bit extra. So here is our painting for this evening. And again, there's still cells developing across the top of these, so there may be a few more cells when this is fully dry, but I will do a dry hopefully at the end of this video. If not, it'll be on the next video. So let me know what you think about this Cobalt Blue Hue and white split. It's, like I said, it's more of a medium blue that will go a little bit darker, but not as dark as our Prussian or our Payne's Gray that almost looks black when it's done. So let me know what you think, and thank you to all my subscribers. Hope you're having a wonderful new year, and I'll talk to you in my next video in 3 days. Bye!